another unsung hero. He's in AEW right now. Arn Anderson, the Enforcer. He was my God, a guy like that, a heel. He was like the classic heel, and he put everyone over too.
Yep, yeah, and he was a great talker too.
Great talker on the mic. And well, if you're in the Four Horsemen, all four of them, whatever. I know there was more than four at one point there, but the core four, those guys could kill it on the mic. There was no one better than them at that time.
You get Ric Flair, you get Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, Ole Anderson, and J.J. Dillon all on the mic, and they're all talkers.
Just thinking about those four, man. It's
no
crazy,
wonder
man.
Dusty Rhodes had a rough decade. Jesus. YouTube and watch him do his promo when he came out of 7. He basically just goes off character and just starts ripping up, insulting the Goldust character, insulting the 7 character, and then I think he just turned back into Dustin Rhodes again.
He was in WCW first, right? And then he went to WWE as Goldust.
Yeah.
Then he got released, if I'm not mistaken, by WWE, came back to WCW as 7, and then came back to WWE as Goldust once again.
Yeah, I think he came back to WWE back in like 2002 for that in that Royal Rumble, the one where Mr. Perfect, the one where Triple H won.
Yes.
No, I think Dusty Rhodes was also one of the writers back then. But yeah, no, if you went into the writers' room in like '98 and you worked for WCW and you had an idea and you just walked in and you were just like, "Hey, Hulk, I got an idea for you," and your next words out of your mouth aren't "You're winning the title," he's not going to look at you. Like it's like, "Hey, Hulk, yeah, brother, I got an idea for you to win the strap tonight." "Oh, it's a great idea, brother. Let's do it." Oh. Like all the stroke that all the top guys had, but like you had some good fucking wrestlers back then. Like off the top of my head, Norman Smiley, Screaming Norman, with the wiggle.
You had the yellow underwears there, hey? The yellow short.
And then later when they brought in the hardcore division, he always had on the shoulder pads and the helmet. and he held on to that title for a long time.
It's true. You know what? They were more.
Now he's training all the NXT guys. So
yeah.
Thankfully, that guy was way underrated. He was fantastic in the ring.
Very good wrestler. And honestly, like that's what it is. These guys never got. Maybe they didn't get enough TV time, but like in WWE, like a lot of people would say, "Oh, maybe they wouldn't have had a chance in WWE," but they never even had a chance in WCW. So, what's there to say about these guys? Like they just went out, they did their job. You'll probably lose more matches than that, and they hit it off. And obviously, Eric Bischoff, whoever he meets on the street, you bring into WCW. So everyone had guaranteed contracts. Are you going to pay me guaranteed money? Okay, I'll come, no problem. I need someone to talk Japanese to my Japanese wrestlers. Okay, no problem, I'll be there.
Didn't they put him with Haku?
Yeah. He was with Haku, and he was with on Facebook a couple of days ago. I saw a picture of Jeremy Barnoff, Canadian champ, great wrestler from LaSalle, guys. And it was a nice picture of him and Haku. And as we know, Haku is a very nice guy and everything. So once we get Jeremy Barnoff on the podcast, I know he's listening, so don't worry, your invitation is still there, Jeremy. So when I get off this bull, we're going to have you on the show in studio.
Excuse me. It's
Black Dynamite, sorry.
Yes, thank you.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Sorry. So we'll have the pleasure of asking you how cool was as a person and as a wrestler. And I'm sure half the people we've talked about in this episode and this podcast, I'm sure he's wrestled half of these guys.